welcome to Inside Outlook. I'm Jeff Havers, Superintendent of Pemberton Township Schools. Today I'm pleased to highlight our Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Academy, otherwise known as the STEM Academy at Pemberton Township High School. I'm joined by the facilitator of the Academy, Mr. Stark, along with STEM Academy students Madeline Smith and Lucas Lawrence, who will give us some insight into the program. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Stark, the STEM Academy has been in place at the high school since 2010, and you've been involved in it since its inception. Can you tell us how it all got started?
Well, somebody walked in my room and said, "Can you start a STEM Academy?" And I said, "Let me think about that." And we basically decided, okay, what are our goals? Our goals is to prepare students to be effective in STEM careers. So we started by identifying what skills, what habits of mind, what toolkits we wanted to give them to prepare them. And then the second step was to decide what courses should support that. And so we created a pathway within science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And then the most important part was staffing it. And what we did with that was we took our AP students, our AP teachers, who were already teaching college level courses, and then we made them and asked them to teach the honors for the STEM students. And that was the last piece.
Gotcha. So over the years, the program has certainly grown and flourished. Is that correct?
Correct. And mainly it's evolved, the number of students. Initially, we started with 10 students.
Wow. Okay.
And 2 females. And we only had 3 engineering offers at the time. And at the time, this is in 2010, there was no engineering courses in high schools.
Right.
So they were invented based on the capabilities of our students. Our students are amazing. So we created an Engineering 1, Engineering 2, and 3. And then over time, we were able to improve it. In fact, most recently, we have an Engineering 4 and 5.
Yes, I was talking to Madeline earlier, and
Right.
she's in Engineering 5.
And the Engineering 5 is really facilitated by a Lockheed Martin grant, where we are actually getting money on the last 3 years. We applied to grants, and they've been funding our most recently our AI initiative. But we've also built our capacity in VR and AR, virtual reality and augmented reality, and gaming engines. So this allows students to explore more state-of-the-art technologies than we have in our basic program.
And more diverse, too.
Definitely.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, the Academy is geared towards students who want to pursue a career in STEM. STEM education in general can actually benefit all students, is that right?
Correct. The habits of mind that they create by problem solving, by collaborating, managing a team, those are skills, they're life skills. So everybody can benefit. In fact, we've had people only take the engineering sequence and do very well post high school without doing all the science and math.
I believe it, yeah, certainly. For those students who are interested in pursuing a career in STEM, our Academy offers unique opportunities and hands-on experiences that can greatly benefit them. Madeline, can you talk about some of the experiences you've been involved in throughout your years here?
Yeah, well, through robotics and engineering, I've been able to learn about the Glowforge, which is a laser cutter, our 3D printer, and most recently I've been more involved with the VR and AR headsets, which for me personally, I'm a hands-on learner, and like the Meta 3 headset that I'm currently working with, it allows me to literally be hands-on in a virtual world while also be in the real world, which is really cool.
What's been your favorite virtual world to explore?
Well, through my Engineering 3 and 4 and now 5 projects, I've been able to create a immersive ocean underwater environment. So I was able to put that on the VR headset and go through what I created.
And one of the interesting things, because Mr. Stark, I was talking to Madeline earlier, is that Madeline's in Engineering 5, yet she wants to be a marine biologist.
Correct.
Right? And so one of the fascinating and I think wonderful things about this program is that you gear it towards trying to their desires, to their what they want to focus on, what their career goals are. So when we think about Engineering 5, we're thinking, oh, Madeline's going to go to school for engineering, and yet that's not it. Yet she's getting this wonderful opportunity.
That's an important point. Basically, the structure we have for it is the first 2 years, we give you the basis for science, technology, and math, and we encourage you to find what you're interested in. So your third and fourth year is all about identifying, is you a science engineer kind of person, technology, math person, what are you? And as soon as you find out what you want to do, we're going to line up your courses, and for that matter, engineering 3 and 4 and 5 allows us to literally tailor your project to where you're going after high school and build that skill set up.
Yeah.
So that's how come she's focused on marine biology, but with a problem-solving bent.
Yes, absolutely. Lucas, while reviewing the requirements for being enrolled in the STEM Academy, classes can look somewhat daunting to students. For example, AP Physics, AP Calculus, Engineering 4, and more. What made you decide that you wanted to take on the challenges of these types of courses?
Although they do look scary, the point of this academy kind of is to challenge you a little bit. So although you may not be doing the best in those classes, and it still teaches you the ability of what to expect in your future, and by just driving and getting that challenge, it helps embody just like the sheer passion of, I think, STEM. And so although they do look scary, it kind of helped me flick a switch in my brain to say, oh, hey, I think I like this stuff.
Man, you like a challenge, right?
Yeah.
Madeline, what about you? Were you ever intimidated by the challenge of the STEM program?
Definitely coming into high school was it was really challenging for me to learn how to time manage with all my rigorous courses happening. But through the STEM Academy, I've been able to develop these lifelong skills that I'll be able to put forth in my future, and to really learn how to manage stressful situations, and how to work in teams, and overcome really tough challenges.
When it comes to working in teams and the challenges and organizing your time, right, time management, our staff here, our teachers, they do a lot to help you out with that, right?
They do, yeah.
Yeah. Lucas, give me an example.
There's been countless times in, not just around Mr. Stark, but other like AP-related, STEM-related teachers, where we're incorporating conversation in other of the classes that I've had, and they've helped me out just understand what to expect coming from other classes or a class that I may be going into, and like what to expect and how to mentally prepare myself. It's really helped guide me along my path.
Wonderful. Madeline, you're only a junior, but Lucas, you're a senior, will be graduating in June. What are your plans after graduation? Madeline's thinking about marine biology. What are your plans after graduation?
I plan to go to college for electrical and computer engineering. I just aspire to be around just some circuitry, and even maybe it can lead to like telecommunications, but just anything electrical wise, I think really just I want to be involved with.
Wonderful. While progress has been made in increasing the number of female students, I know you said in the 2010 there was 10 students, only 2 were female, and we need to make progress in having females join the STEM world in terms of careers. Women still remain underrepresented in our STEM Academy and STEM leadership positions, which can make it harder for girls and women to find role models and mentors in the field. Mr. Stark, what would you say to our female students to encourage them to pursue a career in STEM?
Well, basically, let's start with the premise that basically 30% of females are in the STEM areas, research, engineering. So 30% is a pretty large number compared to what it was in the past. However, I'll just mention we just finished Engineering 2 last semester, and 50% of the students in Engineering 2 were female.
All right, so we're getting that balance.
And actually in Engineering 3, 80% of ones taking Engineering 3 right now are female.
Wow.
So we're well represented in our STEM Academy with working that aspect. And in general, females should look at STEM. Attention to detail is one of the key skills. And I don't want to talk about high school students, but I noticed that for some reason, females have more attention to detail than the male students.
So we're going to be doing an episode next year saying we need to get more men into the STEM Academy, right?
Actually, our incoming class is 22, which is larger than 10,
Yeah.
which is 10% of our freshman population.
Okay.
That's been higher than ever.
Wonderful.
So what's amazing for me is I'm still enjoying the process and working with these amazing students. And I feel it's a privilege to watch them grow.
Yeah. It's a privilege to have you here to help support them, right?
Yeah.
Thank you to all 3 of you. Is there anything else anyone would like to add before we go?
I think covered it.
Yeah.
Well, the just thanks the support of the administration. Whenever we need something, it's there.
We always do our best, and thank you for all your support. Thank you all for being here today. Madeline and Lucas, best of luck to both of you in your future careers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A few reminders before I go. The February Board of Education work session will take place Thursday, February 20th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pemberton Township High School auditorium. The action meeting will take place Thursday, February 27th, also at 6:30 p.m. in the high school auditorium, and will honor our 2025 Staff of the Year. The Home Fort and Newcomb Middle Schools will present Alice in Wonderland Jr. on Friday, February 28th at 7 p.m. at Home Fort, and Saturday, March 1st at 3 p.m. at Home Fort. That's our show for today, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Inside Outlook.